In this video, I want to look at a problem that arises sometimes when you have a mixed data type in a column and you try to query that data. So let's look back here at our column, at our data. We have a column of data here, delivery method 504, and then next to it this um, information about it. But if we were to scroll down through this 504, we'll see, I think there's a couple there just going by real fast. So you can see there's numbers and then there's some text. And so when I go to query this column, let's see what happens. So what I might do just to make it easy is copy this data and then I'll go ahead and paste it in here. And we'll go ahead and mark this as a yellow. And for some reason that's not coming in yellow. We'll fix that later. But take a look at what I want to do with this. Let's double check, but I believe it's column P. Yes. So I could just simply replace everything with P. Count P, group by P, label P, count P. So I think I fixed all that. I'm going to have to go through and change the names. And this is actually called delivery method. So let's call this delivery method instead of state. Caps lock on, let's fix that. And let's do number. We'll just leave that as number. And hit enter. And notice I don't get any of the text. The text doesn't come back to me because Google Query figures everything in here is numeric, so it's ignoring the text. So how can we fix that so I could actually look and see what is the delivery method number that we end up getting? Well, we can do that by changing this formula. What we're going to do, instead of using the whole data range, I'm just going to query, and I'm going to set this as a virtual a virtual array, and I'm going to use my array symbol, and I'm going to go sheet 1, and we're going to do P2 colon P, and we forgot our exclamation, and it's in the wrong place. So we're going to query that, and then we're going to have to change, because this, as we've learned in the course, when we use a virtual array, we have to change all of these to the column notation. So let's see what happens if we do that. Let's just change this to col1, and then to make this easier, I'm going to highlight that, copy it, count col1, group by col1, label col1, count col1. And now let's see what happens when we do that. Well, that did not fix it. However, if we then go ahead and do Command Shift Enter on this formula, wrap it in an array formula. So the issue is we haven't really resolved this, and the way we need to resolve it is by converting this array into text. So we're going to wrap this into text. We're going to wrap that whole thing into text. Hit enter. Aha. So the solution to this problem is to go ahead and, let's look at that formula again, is turn the array into text. Now, if we were to remove the array formula, let's see what happens. We get a value error because an array could not be found. But if we wrap it in an array formula. There we go. So again, when you encounter this, generally a solution to this kind of a problem is to convert the column to text, and then it's going to consider 504 to be text, and it's going to bring me all the information. You can see most of these 30,000 rows are this 504 delivery method, the majority of them, but there were a few with text, and when we didn't set this up this way, we did not get the results that we were looking for.